The NES. Nintendo Entertainment System. The old classic. This wonderful piece of nostalgia has had many names, and each of them are good, but only one means anything to me. Simply, NES. It was released in America on October 18th of 1985, just over 5 years before I was born. I played this machine rabidly as a youngster over at my friend's house, and have spent many an hour playing it as an adult. So, one of my favorite games for the old NES? Let me tell you. Number 10. Contra. Yeah. Contra at number 10. I remember being murdered by those minuscule, evil little life-destroying sperm shots. It haunts my dreams. But that is why I love this game. You kept going back and retrying because beating that first level felt so damn good. At least until you realized it was only the first level. But on a real note, the game was well designed, and it had that old school difficulty that made winning feel so much better. Number 9. Kid Icarus. Commonly labeled as an action platformer, Kid Icarus defies that with style! This little NES gem has about 5 or 6 different genres influencing its astonishingly difficult gameplay. Yeah, you heard that, you lazy, spoiled, modern gamer player guy person. I said the game was hard. Remember when games were hard? Some of you might, but I have be pretty open-minded because I'm sure I may have baby teenagers watching this. I won't apologize for the difficulty of early games, like Kid Icarus, because that's what made them so fun and addicting. Get it? It's better than you. Number 8. River City Ransom. Basically, this game is a fun-as-hell beat-em-up. You play as Alex and Ryan, 2 kids who must cross the titular city and kick ass along the way. Everybody loves a good old-school beat-em-up, and what better way to treat the fun subgenre than to place one of the best on this here list. If you haven't played this little delight of a game, or you are just too young to not even know what it is, well, I just pity you. Nothing else. But seriously, get it and play it now. Number 7. Baseball Stars. Allow me to just say that this game was what 2K sports games are nowadays back then. Allow me to also say that the time gap of me playing baseball games was the decades of time between this game and MLB 2K10. I've been a baseball fan for a long time. I don't know how else to explain Baseball Stars being on here. I just don't know, man. Number 6. Ducktales. Woo! Good God, if I find a NES list that doesn't feature Ducktales, I might never live happily again. The new remastered version is fantastic, and should succeed as a decent substitute for those who are too young to have played the original NES game. But I would tell those kids and teens to play the original first. It's a scary thing though, because we all know the responses we get. This looks horrible. Why can't I save? Blah 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 spoiled modern video game BS. I love this game. And it was back when cartoons made good video games. Pick it up and play it right now. Number 5. Metal Gear. The first game in a franchise that is yet to die. Not that I want the series to die off, but it needs to take a breather on the whole convoluted story stuff. This game was simple. Sneak around and destroy the Metal Gear. It started it all. Is it the best game in the series? No, of course not. Twin Snakes is. But this isn't a Metal Gear list. This is a NES list. And it definitely deserves to be on this list. Number 4. Super Mario Bros. 3. What isn't there to love about this game? I'm asking you a damn question, seriously. Has anybody over the age of 22 forgotten the feeling of hitting that map screen for the first time? No! Tanuki suit? Bonus stages? Hammer Bro encounters? Airships? That castle music? World 8? Please! You know exactly why this game is on here. Number 3. Castlevania III. Dracula's Curse. The first non-linear Metroidvania game in the Castlevania series, and one of the best examples, second to Symphony, of it. Ridiculously ahead of its time, offering numerous endings, AI companions, and multiple characters with different abilities to play as. It's a very hard game to put down once you start playing it, and a very hard game to complete when you do. Remember, this was before the days of compasses and journals, back when exploration in video games was one of the most fun, memorable, and rewarding things you could do. Number 2. Metroid. The beginning of what has become one of my all-time favorite video game franchises. I can only imagine what it was like to play it on release, but playing it as a 5-year-old for the first time is a memory I won't ever forget. It wasn't as challenging as the likes of Mega Man or Contra, but it had its own learning curve. The Metroidvania subgenre had not yet been established as a video game phenomenon, but after experiencing it so young, I flocked towards games of that type frequently. Also, Ridley. And number 1. Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. This stands out amongst not only NES titles, but also as a Zelda title. It experimented on the formula the first Zelda had, and that turned off a lot of people back then. And even now, it gets thrown around as a bad game. The overworld encounter system was fantastic, sucking you into a side-scrolling combat zone. This was also as close to an RPG that the Zelda game has ever gotten. Leveling up Link was a necessity and occasionally requires some grinding, but it was still fun. If you haven't played it, or were afraid to play it due to its reputation, throw those phobias aside and try it out. You will not be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Listitis. I really hope you enjoyed my picks for it, and comment below letting me know what you thought and what your favorite games for the NES were. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. The following links will take you around my channel for more awesome content. You are all amaze-tastic. So until next time, catch you later.